What's good, everybody? It is Wednesday, so it's time for the Why Not Podcast with your hosts, TQuest, the voice goddess, the award-winning DJ El Nino, and Mr. R&B himself, DJ Cyclops.
It's time for the Why Not Podcast. It's time for the Why Not Podcast. Why not a podcast? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not a podcast with DJ El Nino, TQuest, and DJ Cyclops. TQuest. Quest, and DJ Cyclops. DJ Cyclops.
Why not? Why not? Why not?
Why the hell not, goddammit?
What they said.
Who said? Why the hell not? All right, there we go. All right.
We did it.
There it is. Another Why Not Wednesday. You know what I mean? With the crew.
Well,
My
up,
boo T-Quest.
Oh my God, we're like so famous.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we famous.
Yeah, like so many people be talking about the show.
That's the shit.
It's to the point, like, people don't even remember the other shows. They be like, oh my God, I watch your show all the time. I'm just like the TV show DJ El Nino. They were like, no, the Why Not Podcast.
Yeah,
I was like,
not?
okay.
Why Not Podcast?
All right.
Yeah, I had an author come to me last week, and she was like, hey, can I get on your podcast to talk about my book? And I was like, oh, after music stops? They're like, no, go Why Not Podcast? I was like, oh. They're like, I didn't even know you had another show. I was like, well, I do have.
Yeah. The Why Not Coalition has several shows.
Yes.
The Why Not Conglomerate. Let me just say it like that. The Why Not Conglomerate has several shows.
But you know what, Cyclops? You should have said yes.
Well, hey, I'm actually about to start reading a book. So once I start reading a book,
Wow.
I literally just got the book probably like an hour ago.
Okay.
So yeah, so I said once I finish the book, I'll get I'll get
That's awesome because I'm the executive producer of the Witness Escapes Book Club. So every month,
Every month,
we interview the author for the month because for the book of the month, right, in the club.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk about the book and the characters and everything. It's always a great time. So shout out to Witness Escapes Book Club.
Okay, so I'll link y'all.
But then Nino and myself have interviewed authors, and we ain't never even read the book. But
don't talk to yourself about that.
But let's be clear.
I read all the books.
Let's be clear.
What's that?
At the end of the day, whether we read the book or not, it's up to the author to sell it for the ones who have not. Meaning the audience, the listeners, the viewers. You have to get them so intrigued in the interview.
Why not?
That they want to purchase the book. So the interview is not about diving so deep in your book and giving you my perspective of the book. It's how can we sell it to the listeners and viewers?
Not necessarily sell. How can we make the folks intrigued enough to maybe possibly buy it or
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for the live edit.
I mean,
no, but That's correct. That's correct. You know, because in the interview, we're asking the author about their journey as a writer, talking about their catalog, not read, but write the book. Hey, people, I'm busy. Who are these people calling me? Don't you say we live? What made them
Always
write
when we live, somebody gonna
right?
call.
And
Hey,
it's
you
funny.
busy, nigga? I saw you online.
Like, and clearly from notification, it's somebody from Facebook. You don't see it say live. Yo, son.
Look, I got a phone call now too. Like, come on now, y'all know.
The hell are y'all doing?
But you know, during the interview, you're talking about your book and why you wrote the book and why people should, you know, be intrigued enough to want to purchase it. So
Yes.
it's not saying that, yeah, we'll interview you, we don't care about your book. It's just all about how they want to do it. If they want to give you the book for you to read it and they want your perspective, that's different.
Yeah.
Or if they want to come over here and just promote it, that shows you the level of professionalism from the host.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I know you lying. So you call me on Facebook and you watching right now? Yeah, I'm live, son. I'm live. Thank you for tuning in. Now you see why I ignored the call. I'll call you later.
Or not.
Or not.
Oh
No,
man,
but
but-
is it an erotica book? Is it nasty?
no. It's sitting right
Look at
here.
Cyclops now. Isaac, what up, man?
Oh no, y'all
What up,
see it.
DJ?
But yeah, so it's not erotic at all. So
Hopefully it wasn't meant to be. Because
I know. Right.
that would be real messy. What you mean? You didn't find it? You didn't find it a little sexy? Nah.
You didn't get a little warm
It wasn't one of them.
But nah, man,
Why
this is
not?
probably gonna be the first book I've read in probably like 10 years.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, so
Good
I'm not
job.
a big person on reading, but like when I feel like supporting people, you know, goes a long way. And like this is a childhood friend too. So
Oh,
know,
there you go. See,
yeah.
see, there you go.
I was
Okay.
like, yeah.
But
So
now they
we,
have audiobooks too. But go ahead.
You don't, yeah, facts. That's a good question. What audiobooks? You do those or no?
well, technically, that was the last book I did was an audiobook.
Oh, there it is. I mean, they count.
Yeah, but you know, I did try to see.
Wait a minute. We have a commercial. Read that, TQuest.
Okay, go ahead.
There you go. You got it.
I get a lot of compliments for my laptop sticker that GLM Designs created.
There it is.
Hey,
There it is.
facts, big facts. So
Wait. Now, what you got something to piggyback off of that comment, Cyclops?
yes. Shouts out to GLM because boy, when I say I put that skin on, boy, say it was a whole different. Oh, where'd you get your skin at? Like GLM Designs.
There it is.
Like this is nice. Like yeah, like and it just looks so it looks so different on pictures and everything else. I was like, oh, my laptop don't look so boring no more.
That's what I'm saying, man. Yeah.
You know, it took Cyclops 80 years.
It took Cyclops years. Been telling dude for years, get your damn self a skin. Stop with that. Stop promoting them other brands, man. Now people look. I tell people all the time. Now when you're on stage or just chilling, people don't. I think it brings more professionalism to you because you're gonna be like, oh damn, look at Psych. Oh look at Psych. Oh all right. What he gonna do now with his damn skin? You know what I mean? Because your Psych, like your name is very large on the screen. You know what I mean? So they can see it. From
That part, they
the
can
street.
see it from miles away.
They can see it from across the street. Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. You know what I mean? That's the point.
You know what the laptop skins remind me of? It remind me of when you get purchased like a new car or something. So once you have the car, now you see so many of them. So now when I look at laptop skins, when I see
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Got it. There it is.
GLM Designs is the bomb.com when it comes to DJ drops.
There it is. And that's Isaac Hayes. That's not us saying that. That is the customer saying that for those who just listening to this on the podcast. There it is. See?
Absolutely. We do it all. The drops, the design, the shirts. We in the building.
Oh, shirts there. Cyclops got that's. We didn't do
Cyclops
Cyclops shirt.
was
I don't know what Cyclops got. Yeah,
I got that white tee on. I got the white tee on.
Right.
Yep, and my white tee. Hey,
Yeah.
there it is. There it is. Like it reminds me of when you get a new vehicle, or whatever, and then all of a sudden you see so many of them, right?
That part.
So with laptop skins, now when I see a naked laptop, I cringe.
Facts.
Like, oh no, what are you doing?
Ooh, we got, and I was about to say something of that happened to be somebody's DJ name. So I'm not gonna say that. You know what I mean? You got DJ Acer on that now. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
get out of here with that, man.
Yeah, I think what was it? Just a couple weeks ago, you saw a video of mine. You look at Cyclops with that board.
I cringed when I saw your laptop skin. You know what I'm saying?
And
I was like, oh no, it's naked.
Yeah.
And now it's fully clothed.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's fully clothed. There you go.
And it's the flex. You understand? Like with that picture you sent with you and the laptop skin, and y'all was like matching like that. It's a whole flex. Your brand is your brand.
Facts.
Every profession, it is like so many people. Like, what are you gonna do to help yourself stand out outside of your talent?
Yeah,
branding is everything.
Yeah,
man. I'm gonna say is branding. It like you say is everything.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, that's true. You know what I mean? That's true. It can be a differentiator.
Oh, say what?
Big words.
These big words.
No, big words.
Yes. It can differentiate you between you and the next person. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna be the same. But then they like, oh, I like him better. You know what I mean? I don't know this dude. It just looks better. And that's in life like that. He just whatever that he just looks better. I'm looking more towards them just because of the look.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And man,
so check it out.
Like I kept looking at the picture. I was like, "Dang, that look good."
Thank you.
And like how you said, it matched everything. Like everything matched. It was just like, "That look good, yo."
Thanks.
Yeah, there it is.
Like now, I guess I gotta get my other laptop skin because I got another laptop. So,
well, so yeah, but that's what you got to do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Part 2.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. So
maybe a little tweak on the colors. You know what I mean? So they differentiate a little bit close, but that's how you do it.
Like so, but like you said, branding is everything. And I'm learning that these past few weeks. Shouts out to Lady B because he's been getting on my tail.
You should put her picture on your next laptop.
Why not?
I think
you would kill me.
What? My mom will be honored.
Oh damn! I said the wrong one, Cyclops. You know what I'm saying?
No. Okay. So like okay, because my booking before the booking is her number.
Yeah.
So she's like, I don't know if I want my number out here. Like it's all over these on your laptop where people can see. It's like, well, your number is on my cards.
Yeah, and your laptop skin is now your card.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, that's basically what it is your card. You know
yeah.
What I mean?
So she's like, you could just did a QR code. I was like, no, it's not the same.
Or just like, the things you've learned in GLM consulting that you always ignore. You could have always got this is you. You be like, okay. Yeah. Hey. That's always your response. And then be like, I don't know what happened. I don't know. But you could have always got a Google number, so you don't have to put her number.
No, I do have a Google number, but when people don't use that number, it goes away after a certain time.
Okay, so once again, if you pay attention to GLM consultants,
facts,
they would tell you that at least minimum 30 days, call yourself.
Call yourself.
And that is a reminder to promote more for people so they can call you.
Call it yourself. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I've heard some people call Google number to Google number, and knock two of them out at the same time. That's all I'm saying.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's like boom, there you go. Yeah, because one of one of my Google numbers, I'm not saying that I personally have, but I'm just saying I know somebody who has multiple Google numbers. But one of my personal Google numbers, the last four numbers says Nino. You know what I'm saying?
Man, and you know it's weird because this number that I have, my actual number, before I had this number, it actually said spelled out Dion the last four numbers, and I was like, dang, I wish I would have kept that number.
Well, you supposed to. What the hell is
You
wrong?
didn't try to.
No,
You
no,
said, well,
I had no.
Nobody called.
No. I had to change that number because that was my personal number, and it was some stuff that I needed to get rid of, so I had to change numbers.
Oh, okay, there it is. Running from them boys. That's what I hear. Say running from them boys.
So
What up?
Jetty, what up? Yeah, running from
So
them
I was
boys.
like, yeah,
do what you do, man. You know.
yeah. So.
But you done gave up that life now?
Or it could have been his lady stalkers.
Because, well, I mean, I almost changed mine over something. Get out of here with that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm never changing my number. I'd rather block and ignore him. If it's my main, like.
Well, now I'm not doing it. I had that number.
I've had my number since I was 16.
Like this number that I've had for like let's see, 8 years. But before that, the other number, that was my very first number, and I kept it. And
it had DI on for the last four. And
yeah. And then I was like, dang, like got caught up in some stuff, and I was like, yeah, you know what? Let me just go change this number real quick.
You got caught up in some stuff.
Yeah, you got caught up in some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know.
Ooh, he all happy about his memories. Look at him. Good times on Dion.
No, it's not really not. It's really not. It's really like you know, Quest.
Who?
The one I was telling you. Yeah, you know.
I mean, don't know nothing.
We're not trying to jam nobody up. Or
Yeah.
Or maybe you are. I don't know.
She ain't got social media.
Why
she
not?
ain't got social media, so I can.
You don't know that.
You don't know that.
You know how people got fake accounts?
Yeah,
She could be Stacy Miller.
Facts. or Johnny. Johnny Davis. You think it's some dude. You know what I mean? And you say something back that's like, it's the test. Get out of here.
So, speaking of fake accounts, let me ask y'all this. Have y'all ever been, because I've been just recently, just like yesterday, found out one of the gigs that I was supposed to be doing was a fake gig. How often do y'all get fake gigs?
Well, I think we are elevated at knowledge, so I'm not going to get that's not going to work. You know what I mean? If that's one of them things, if it sounds good to be true, whatever. You know what I mean? Because I've had people try to get not just gigs and all that.
Buns.
But yeah, I've had people try to get graphics. You know what I mean? Pre-GLM on a free tip. Get out of it. That's not happening. I've had people that was basically like I don't have people try to do that flim flam with the check. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna send you a check, you go cash it. Yeah, let's say we're gonna send you $1,000 check, you send us back $800. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm that stupid. You know what I mean? So I get $200 and my account overdrawn or flagged for some bullshit. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Well, I don't believe you can have a fake gig because the moment they said you want the gig comes real when the deposit is sent. The deposit ain't sent. It was never a gig to begin with.
Yeah,
Facts,
yeah. Yeah, you'll send this. It's not gonna send nothing back that allows chargebacks either.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful with that as well.
I I wouldn't say fake gigs. It's more of window shoppers wasting time.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
mm.
Because when I say I love my Facebook Messenger, I love it because you can scroll on back. When people,
I ain't never said it, nigga. That was just 3 paragraphs ago. It was,
we never talked about it. Scroll up. You know what I mean? And at the same time, there's certain people that be wanting like services, and I'm always sending information to them.
be careful.
Services like graphic designs,
There you go.
drop,
There you go.
laptop
Thank you,
skins,
all right.
interviews,
All right.
one sheets,
There you
EPK,
go.
shitty.
That part.
Yes, you gotta be more careful.
DJ
So
drops.
they be like, "What's the information so I can get me a DJ one sheet or EPK?" And then I send information. All right, bet. And then a year later, hey, I see you do drives. What are the prices? And I said it's on. They were like, "Okay, cool." And then like 3 years later, hey, I'm just
You don't shut your
like,
window.
I get it.
Now I'm doing it. This is right here. Do not anybody listen to and try to clip this section. Oh, I'm doing 50-cent drops now. Oh shit! You know what? I always needed a drop. Let me get 7 of these drops right now. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm saying, and then 4 months later, yo, you still running the sale? You still running the sale with a 50-cent drop? Get the fuck out of here.
That literally happened when I did dollar drop one time, right? And then someone who been wanting stuff for years haven't got anything. As soon as I said it was a dollar drop, inbox me for the drop.
Yeah. You know what? I always needed a drop.
Look. I love supporting my people, so I'm gonna support you.
Yeah,
I'm just okay.
Let me get one drop. You know what I'm saying?
You know the crazy part is he literally got one drop, right? And then after he got it, he loved it, and then he was like, "Oh, darn! I wanted you to say." I'm just
no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
It's not what you wrote.
No, you didn't.
It's not what you wrote.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You can't say that.
I'm just like, I can say that. Just send another $1, and I got you.
Why not?
Never heard from him again.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just like, come on. Because technically, that's on you. Like, you wanted something different. That has nothing to do with me.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
I'm supposed to edit it by making you another drop when it's already a discount for $1?
Yeah,
Stop it. Just stop.
Yeah, the baddest in the game. I didn't want to say it. The hottest DJ on earth.
International.
The international. Get out of here with that. Don't nobody in your house know that you DJ.
My price is my price. And yo, Quest, you still got them $2? I'm like,
yeah, you got them 50-cent drops. You know what I'm saying? I got a dollar drop. Yo, we both black. Why can I get $3-4?
It's so sad. It's really sad.
Oh man. Well, I will be honest for the listeners out and the viewers. I was a window shopper for this on the skin. I kept saying, "Hey,
facts."
You know what? I don't think you was a window shopper per se. Sometimes people gotta realize life do be life, right?
No,
Yeah.
So things happen, responsibilities. Life is like a roller coaster, it's up and down. So it's not like the point of counting people's pockets. It's how the conversation goes that is the stressful part.
gotcha.
I'm like, whenever you ready, just hit me up. Stop window shopping. Just tell me what you want. I'll tell you what it is whenever you're ready. Stop saying you ready when you're not ready. Like somebody hit me up. Yeah, I'm skeptical because I don't know if this is real or it's legit. I'm just like, well, my name was tagged 80,000 times in post. So clearly these people vouch for me, okay? Yeah, I know, but online be scamming. And then I'd be like, well, why don't you just try one, the cheapest one, and go from there? Nah, I'm gonna go with the other one. You're gonna send it to me. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not sending you nothing until you send me something, okay? I done that in the beginning of my voiceover career. I tried to trust people, and I've lost down so much money sending people the product before I got my coin. No more. Like, I'm not doing it. Like I'm not. I refuse. It's too much. I'm not wasting my valuable talent and
Facts.
skills and time.
Facts.
Whenever you are ready, that's when we do it. And sometimes you want to at least give people the benefit of the doubt, people but people switch up so much. You can be besties with someone, you do things off the strength, and they will literally just go ghosts for a couple of dollars. So,
Ooh, speak on it. Speak for the people in the back.
That's true.
no, I feel like you went through that cycle because I feel like it touched you a little bit. Is there a story there you like to tell the audience?
Ah.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
You
the
good?
sad part is, you guys, I just got it. I wasn't even thinking
Hey,
about it.
there was
Wait a
four.
minute. Wait a minute.
There
Wait a
was
minute.
four.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Why not?
You know,
Hey, that's like I always say, there was four. And then
No.
well,
there's-
hey. Keep that. No, we're not bringing that up.
Like I said, it didn't even come in my mind.
Wait
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
It didn't pop up.
It's about there.
It wasn't a thought.
Wait, we Quest about to turn the camera off. For a second. Wait a minute.
It wasn't.
Hold it down.
It
Hold it
wasn't a
down.
thought because I don't live in the past, so I don't even think about all that. Like when you bring it up is when I think about it because it's not relevant to the present.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there was nothing. There was always three. There's three here. That's what it is.
Why not?
Period. Okay.
Yeah, that is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's the nucleus. You know what I mean? There's the nucleus. There's some random. Never mind. Let me stop. It's not even really messy.
Let's back up because originally it was just us three.
It was always the three of us. I
Yeah.
don't understand what you're saying here on the show.
It was always.
You okay? Need some
Yes.
juice?
Yes.
Need some popcorn?
Why not?
Yes, it was always three.
Yeah.
Yes, it was always three.
Like, go back and look at all our pictures. It's us three in the same position.
Yeah, because you be bullying us.
Easy. Be careful with that.
Right? Nasty. You right?
You know what I'm saying?
Whole pause
Yeah,
moment.
yeah. Get out of here. There's been never a position with us three. It's not something that happened. You know what I mean? Our positioning in the picture
Yeah, there you go.
is similar.
Yo,
But there's never been a
This
position.
is the pause culture. Everything sounds inappropriate
Yeah, you gotta be
because
careful.
everybody in this new generation, one word has 1,000 meanings to the point everything just sounds inappropriate.
Yeah.
That part.
This is the
That part.
pause culture.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
Because
And you know what? Go ahead.
Nah, because you remember at one point it was the phase of, oh, that's no homo. You remember
Yeah,
that?
that was corny. Yeah.
Yeah.
I prefer the pause.
Yeah, I never, I literally, I don't know if I said that once. No home. I don't.
Yeah, you just said it.
I didn't finish.
Yeah.
Listen back.
I heard it. It was a fade out.
It was a fade. Well, it wasn't supposed to just because you're in the house, you can hear things different. You know what I'm saying?
I heard it because I got good ears.
You know
Bionic
what?
ears.
Why not?
All right, that's all good.
Oh
Okay,
man.
so I want to test you guys.
Oh my God.
Almost said brain. Everything sounds so bad.
Yeah, thank you for not saying that. Thank you for not saying that.
Even though she said it, I almost said it, but
Yeah, I almost said it. I almost said what I just said.
yeah.
All right, go ahead.
I want to go back in time to this afternoon
You go back in time this afternoon.
to some topic that y'all was referring to that
What's
was
that?
so good for the show. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Oh, Cyclops. Oh, that's Cyclops. We're supposed to be talking.
Yeah, we were talking about how
What?
people claim they're the best, but you remember how we were saying like at a certain age, when do you basically say, oh, I'm the best DJ out here, blah blah blah.
But I
But
get annoyed just hearing that part. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'll say this. At a certain, there's a lot of people, and like I said before, there's a lot of DJ Khaled's that say basically, I'm the best, me the best. You know what I mean? Not just we the best, me the best. But they have no no proof of none of that. You know what I mean? They just say that, but they don't have no recognition, nothing. You ask people, they like, yo, who is this? I don't know. I don't know who he is. You know what I'm saying? I have zero idea. Oh, me the best. There you go. I see that.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you're talking real aggressive like that, and you walk around, with that same energy, don't be surprised if somebody wants you to prove that. You know what I mean? Don't be surprised if somebody wants you to prove it, and then don't back away and be like, nah, I can't. I ain't got time for this. Don't do that. You saying you the best? Somebody would be like, all right, well let's dance. You know what I mean? Let's see what you
That
really
reminds
got.
me of
What's that?
small town mentality.
Hey, small block mentality.
Yeah, because in the small towns, the big men on campus,
Yeah.
you compare yourself to like 2 people. Calm down.
Yeah, you got 6 DJs in your town. You know what I mean? You have 6 DJs in your town.
And like you said, okay, I'm not gonna come to you, Nino, and be like, I'm the best blend DJ. I know I'm not the best blend DJ.
Because I am.
So okay, go ahead. Let me finish your story.
So it's more so like, I say, okay, yeah, I am Mr. R&B. I didn't say I'm king of R&B. I'm Mr. R&B because I could go toe to toe with you in R&B. But
there it is.
Let's go.
Like,
there it is. That's what we're doing.
Why not?
That's what we're doing.
Hey, you gotta remember, we did start
the whole thing would be blocked if started playing. Whole thing would be blocked.
Taking it to Twitch.
Yeah, take it to Twitch.
Because you gotta remember, we were the originals to start the R&B DJ verses. So right. So that's what our goal was, to put R&B back on, for us the DJs, right?
Yeah.
So I could say, yeah, I'm Mr. R&B, but I'm not gonna say, yeah, I'm DJ Kid Blend Kid. I'm no, I'm not there yet.
I like it.
Well,
what up, Wes?
Wes in the building.
Well, Wes.
Well, what you do? Because I know I'm good and I'm very good.
Yeah, you are.
Why not?
We're talking about blings and DJing here. Okay,
or other things.
Other things.
You know what I'm saying? It's a universal love thing. So
why not?
I know that I can do several things well. You know what I mean? Yeah, Jedi mind. See, he knows. He knows. So I may not be. I know I'm not the best technical scratcher, because real talk. After a while, I stopped doing that because I'm like I'm tired of hearing that. That's cool. So, and I decided to concentrate on other things. I decided to concentrate on my DJ juggling. I decided to concentrate on that and get it to a point that I can do that shit at a party. Not crazy. I know the limits of it, but I'm confident enough that I can do it on point, on beat enough to make motherfuckers go like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Not to yeah, that's right. Not to do it to where people are like, all right, come on, play this fucking song. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to hear the first verse. That's all I want to hear.
Yeah, I just want to hear first things.
Finish the intro.
Yeah, first. You literally said 2 words. First things. First things. First things. First thing. Let him say what he says. But if you do it, with some quick rhythms, first thing for first thing. If you do that, that's like a little. Oh, all right. It's a little flavor, a little spice. But if you just doing it like long and stop it, people don't like that.
I like when you do it.
Yeah, well,
why not?
You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. Yeah, but I mean,
don't know why I feel so uncomfortable on the show today.
It's that tone you're using.
Welcome back, baby. They didn't see this coming. Why not?
See that? See
Next
that
time,
is.
you're always welcome to bring a guest. It ain't our fault that you have so many special friends that you don't know which one.
Hey, we on live. We on
Look
live.
at that. Look. Dry shit. No, but it's all good.
We
man.
do a family and friends day.
And let's put like what you said, psychops. I'm somebody that I get people bail. You can say you're the best, whatever you want. You know what I mean? Because I know I'm not the best at all this stuff. I know I'm not. I don't act like I am. But I know I can handle mine. Whatever. I don't care who. I personally, I don't care who's before me, who goes after me. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's some of them heavy hitters. I don't care. You can do what you do, but I know I will do something that people are gonna be like, oh, who that? You know what I'm saying? I know I'm gonna do something that'll make you go, who's that?
Things that make you go.
That's just like, okay, I'm still watching the Bow Wow and Club Shay Shay, right? And he was basically saying, when he made a comment, well, Shannon was like, he put out a post saying like he's the most famous person from Ohio, right? And Bow Wow said, no, I did not say I'm the most famous person. I'm just saying I'm one of the biggest persons from Ohio. There's a difference there's a difference between that, because like, hey, I could be famous from my city, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, he damn sure can't say he's the most famous from Ohio.
Yeah, exactly.
He
So
damn sure.
There's people like that. The reason why he chose his words very
he
wisely.
Damn sure can't say that.
Exactly.
Because I can name. I got one name off the top of my. That is easy. You'll lose that battle.
Who?
Bow Wow fans will say that. LeBron.
But he's not. Oh well, yeah.
LeBron is from Ohio.
Yeah. I forgot. Yeah.
LeBron's from right outside Cleveland.
Yeah. So,
that's all I needed. You know what I'm saying?
That's why he chose his words very wisely.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because people like me gonna be like, LeBron, really? Oh, man.
And when I think of Ohio, I would think of Bow Wow.
Exactly.
As a fan.
Yeah, and I didn't even know Bow Wow was from Ohio.
Yes, Columbus, Ohio.
Yep. And see, I'm thinking of, when I think of Ohio, I think of Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah, I got you.
Yep, there it is. Them three are totally different.
Facts.
And totally different. But here's my thing. At the end of the day, this is the entertainment industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even if it's not, we grow up with nicknames. Either people give them to you or you give them to yourself. Who cares what you want to call yourself, right? But there are consequences depending on what you call yourself. Because if you say you are the best this, number one this, blah, 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 you're going to be people who be like, prove it.
Yeah.
And I remember...
you need some Gorilla drink? You need some Gorilla drink.
I'm sorry if
I didn't know John Legend's from Ohio. See, there it is. People think of totally different people when it comes to certain places.
Well, to prove the point.
Here we go. He probably Googled it.
Well, of course I did. Well, this list is fraud. I don't think they have any. Never mind. I ain't gonna say about that. That list is fraud.
Don't trust everything you see on the internet.
That part. So, like, when I first, you gotta remember when I first started.
Oh, you got dudes from Ohio too.
Who?
Stephen Curry.
Oh.
This is
Halle Berry.
He chose his words very wisely.
Yeah. You got LeBron, Steph Curry, Halle Berry, Steve Harvey. Steven Spielberg.
True sports very wisely.
Very, yeah. He said one of the biggest, not the famous. And I
Wow,
think
this is disrespectful then because they ranked the top 15 and his name is not on it.
You know what? It's people like you the reason why can't say nothing nowadays.
Well, I think he's more famous than some of these people. Tanner Buchanan, I don't really know who that is. I think I know who it is. Logan Paul, I know who that is.
Logan Paul. Oh yeah, Logan
Woody
Paul.
Harrelson.
Yeah.
Woody Harrelson, Jake Paul, Russell Wilson, Marilyn Manson, Machine Gun Kelly, Sarah Jessica Parker, Travis Kelce, Katie Holmes.
I didn't know if he was from there.
Yeah, so that was basically the top 15.
Man, yeah, he's bigger than some of those people. Yeah, but
you know this is proving the point, right?
Rob Lowe.
You
Rob
say
Lowe, Simone Biles.
one thing, and you give yourself one title.
Yeah.
And the flood is open.
Because, like when I first told y'all, I said, "Hey, I'm Mr. R&B." What did y'all do? Y'all test my R&B knowledge, and y'all still to this day, oh, okay, Mr. R&B, So I have to make sure I'm able to back that up, right?
Well, yeah, facts.
If I can't just be out here saying Mr. R&B, I didn't know nothing about no R&B. Like,
well, that's facts. That's also true.
So yeah, it like you said, if you going to claim a name or a name given to you, make sure you're able to back that name up.
Well, that's true. If I'm walking around, I walk around with a Blend King shirt on. I better know how to handle my bling game. You know what I'm saying?
I am an excellent blender.
Right? Yeah.
Why not?
You know what I'm saying? I have to be able, if somebody wanted to challenge that, I got to be prepared to to do what I do.
Like, say less.
Yeah, well,
like if we ever did shirts, you'll be Mr. Miyagi and I'll be Danielson. I ain't there yet, but I'm getting there.
Yeah. You still have some things you need to tweak.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
So I don't get a shirt.
Well, yeah, you get a shirt.
Oh.
Why not?
So I don't get a shirt.
You get a shirt. You get a shirt. You get the why not? You have exclusive shirts. That shirt that you have on now is an exclusive shirt. You know what I'm saying?
I want an exclusive shirt.
You have one too.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I was mad I couldn't wear that on Saturday too, because I had it with me, and if you saw, I had a hoodie on because it was freezing in that building.
Well, that was smart. That was smart. Don't try to be cute and cold.
I was like, why is he freezing? And like, it was cold out. It wasn't cold, but it was cool outside. So I feel like, get some heat in here. No, it was freezing.
No, I understand that. Yeah. I understand that.
But
well, and me personally, I don't like DJing in hoodies. It feels heavy. It does. It does. It feels heavy when I'm DJing. So I'm like, nah, I don't like that. You okay over there, Quest?
Yeah.
Okay.
She said it feels heavy. So.
Why not?
Take that.
It's some things that I feel like I feel restricted in, right?
Nicole in the building.
Like, it feels like I feel.
Say hello to Nicole.
Yes, yeah, you got to speak.
Hello, Nicole.
Yes, there you go. She said, "What's up, family?" It was not a single stroke. Let me stop. Here.
Proceed.
When y'all doing y'all next show? Quest? Okay, never mind then.
It'll be at the end of the month.
End of the month?
Yep.
End of this month?
Yeah.
Okay.
But nah, like, it's certain things I feel, like you said, you feel you can't DJ in hoodies. It's certain things I feel like I'm restricted in, right?
What like that? What like what?
Now, like, I get it, you're supposed to dress the part, right? Cool.
Okay.
Great. So
Soon come.
so when I'm doing weddings, like I gotta dress up, you know what? And with the long sleeves, jacket and everything. I feel like I can't really get loose.
Can't get
So why
loose.
don't you just wear a collared shirt?
I'm trying to play the part.
No, that's the thing. There's nowadays, especially, there's so many variations of every style. You could have wore a collar shirt and some khakis and some, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, with a nice tie. You know what I'm saying? And that would still look right. Nice shirt, nice tie. And you've been cool. You know what I mean? I mean, there's some people out there wearing quote unquote wife beaters and sandals. You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations on your nuptials.
You know what I'm saying? Wearing wife beaters and
You know what I'm
sandals.
saying? Because in your contract, is the bride and groom literally saying specifically you had to wear a suit?
No.
So that's my point.
Yeah. You can, if wearing a suit, you feel it's constrictive. You know what I mean? You could still put the suit on, but add a nice, button up. Maybe button up with a nice tie. Or a lot of people wearing polos now.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And if you're about to get busy on the
Yeah.
ones and twos, you take the jacket
Or
off,
yeah,
off the sleeves.
or you could be the dude with the polo with your name branded on the on the
Yes.
chest.
The company shirt.
Yeah,
You the company.
yeah, that is.
It's so many varieties.
So when they see you, they see it's you and all. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And that could be a short sleeve polo, and you doing your thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
GLM designs. Cool. Great.
GLM consultant. We're here for you.
That is. I mean, I got some polos like that. I don't know where they're at right now because we you know what I mean?
do.
Yeah, I mean, Quest knows where they are. Quest knows where they
I know.
I had 2 business polos. I had one that we got from Fleet back in the day, and then I had that other one, the other one from that other business I had.
Okay, well now you show them what up. I mean, well then means time to bring yourself up. You know what I mean? Get a DJ Cyclops joint. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And put the why not crew.
What?
Why not assistant?
I can't hear what you said.
You can call him the why not assistant.
The why not assistant?
Why not assistant?
Why not?
Yeah, see, it is what it is. What? Let's ask the public out here. Like we had a conversation earlier on the Zoom. TQuest was not here.
Wow, that's a great intro.
I mean,
Continue.
you weren't on the call. You weren't on the call.
You were there, but you wasn't in the call.
Yeah, you weren't on the call.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But so I don't know what your opinion is. Michael Jackson, Prince, R&B singers, or no?
I don't know the catalogs. I have an opinion.
Okay, that was a no from T-Quest.
Are you serious? You don't know the catalog like
First
that?
of all, don't do that. People like you irritate my soul. It's comments like that is the reason why I don't have certain conversations or discussions.
See, there it is.
I said what I said.
She said what she said.
I don't know the catalog like that to give an opinion. Okay? Thank you, Mr. Disney Channel Trivia for a group of people 40 to 60. Calm down.
Wow.
Gosh. So let's ask the question for the audience, and then if anyone has an answer.
Yeah, if anybody in the audience want to chime in on that.
What was the question?
What is Michael Jackson and Prince? Do you consider Michael Jackson and Prince R&B artists?
Or no?
Or no? You know what I'm saying? That would be the question. Yeah, we had a discussion on that. I don't know if we agree on it because I don't remember what you said.
I think we did in a nutshell. No, let me
Pause.
I thought about it after I said it. I was like,
all right. Nicole, there we go. It's starting to get. Nicole says No, I don't know what that first character is. I can't tell on my personal screen. Nicole says, nah.
Okay.
Brenda, BC in the building, says on nah. All right, there it is.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I think a lot of people, because like I said, I do not believe that they are R&B singers.
Because every black person that sings should not be automatically
Yes,
put in the R&B.
Yeah. And
category.
that was the topic of discussion with SZA. How they're saying, she was like, I'm not an R&B singer, but because of the color of my skin, they put me in the R&B box.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
No, I get that. I get that. Yeah, I wouldn't. Now they both have R&B songs in their catalog.
That part.
Yeah, they both have R&B songs in their catalog. See, Nicole says there are pop artists that started out R&B. Yeah, I agree with that on Michael.
Yes.
I'm not sure about Prince.
I feel like Prince is more funk than anything.
You funky. No,
oh wow. You smell enough. That's why I got the white T-shirt on.
He had to change. He had an accident.
Those shirt was hot. He was sweating. He's like, let me get my white tee, huh?
But yeah, like I feel like he was, and I actually saw you know how they're doing all these Mount Rushmores of artists now. Yeah. He's Prince is actually on the Mount Rushmore funk. And I was like, okay, I can see that.
Funk. Okay, who else was on it?
James Brown, George Clinton, and who was the other one? I forgot the other one. Okay. Oh, Rick James.
Rick James, Miss.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the Mount Rushmore funk. I was like, oh, okay.
All right.
That's not bad. That's not a bad combination.
So, if DJ Cyclops is considered Mr. R&B, who's on your Mount Rushmore? And don't think
all right, so so my Mount Rushmore of R&B would be Bobby Brown.
What up? Will be who?
Bobby Brown.
Okay.
Bobby Brown will be on your Mount Rushmore.
We don't. We listen. Yeah, and we don't
listen
judge.
And we don't judge. At least it's his list.
R. Kelly. I'm going with this is just off my personal opinion. Tyrese.
Who?
Tyrese.
Tyrese. Okay.
And I'm going with Usher.
Usher. Is there a reason there are no women on your list?
I was wondering the same thing.
Well,
you don't like ladies?
Now, if I go ladies, it would be.
You don't have to. No, I'm just overall. This is an overall thing.
Okay, so if I'm doing a mixture, okay, so I'm keeping R. Kelly. I'm adding. Oh, now would y'all consider Whitney Houston R&B or pop?
She would be more. She would probably be pop. At the end of the day, she would be considered pop.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, at the end of the day, she would be considered pop.
It's your statue.
Yeah, that's facts. Okay. I got somebody on my list that on my personal list that probably won't be on other people's list.
Because I would say Whitney Houston. Then I'm going
Chop. What up?
Fantasia, and then I'm keeping Usher.
Okay, all right. Well, just all right now. Just say 1, 2, 3, 4. What's on this list now?
R. Kelly, Whitney Houston, Fantasia, and Usher.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Me. Yeah, first one you had all people that's getting locked up.
First of all, Fantasia would not get locked up.
No, I was talking about that other one that you had.
Oh.
You know, Robert,
Bobby.
Actually, what's her song? What's the name of it?
CC Peniston.
Yeah, that song. We're gonna not. She'll be interviewed soon. I'll send you the link to that, Brenda. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Not on here because Cyclops said he don't want any guests. But
Wait a minute, I didn't say that.
First of all, Tone. Okay.
CC Peniston finally is one of the songs.
Yes,
Finally,
she's gonna be interviewed soon. So, if you're a fan of hers, I'll let you know when, and I'll send you the link.
Okay. Yeah, finally is like one of her popular songs.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna play it because then we're gonna get
I'm the type
flagged.
of person I need to hear the song. You can say somebody's name, I'll be like, who? But then you look, that song. So Nino, who's on your mount?
Here we go. Wait a minute.
Getting Mr. Right finally.
Okay, that's enough. I don't want to get flagged. I don't want to get flagged.
You'll get cut off. Like, on all three platforms. God dang.
Yeah. Yeah, we get flagged heavy. YouTube's like, hey, your thing is already cut off.
Be like, that's not yours.
Off the top of the dome, I got Ursha. I have Chris. I have
Chris.
I have Robert.
I appreciate you having me on there. I really do.
You wasn't specific in which Chris. So.
Exactly. Like
Christopher Williams.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, Christopher. There's only one. I think there's only one R&B artist that can be known as Chris.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and that's not you. So what I have? I had Robert. I had Chris Brown.
Okay. There you
go. Who's the first one that I said? Usher. And my personal one would be Mary J. Blige. I love me some Mary J. Blige.
And you know, for the longest, for the
Empress.
Empress in the building. What's going on?
What up? For the longest, I had not been a Mary J. fan.
Yeah.
But recently, I really been listening to her music.
Yeah, I know.
Because Monet Tejada got to him.
Mary got she got a lot of slaps.
Look, when you play that 7 days, I was like, let me go back and listen to this real carefully.
That's my joint. 7 days. I like that.
Jaheim will be on your Mount Rushmore.
Oh,
no judgment. No judgment.
We listen and we don't.
Yeah, we listen. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Jaheim. He had a nice 2-3 year run.
Yeah.
You know, he had a nice 2-3 year run. No disrespect. I ain't trying to be shade, but he did. He had a nice run.
Come over to my place.
No,
that wasn't even his song.
I mean, if I wanted to go back, you know, and if I had like 70s artists, Barry White would have to be. It would be Barry White, Teddy Pendergrass.
You gotta have Donnie in there.
Who?
Donnie Hathaway.
I don't.
Donnie
would not be on mine.
Donnie Hathaway is.
No. I mean that's your list.
I mean he didn't even make your list, but he gotta be on Nina.
Yeah, gotta be on Nina.
You said I was talking about old school, like old. Yeah,
there's old school too. Everything in the everything's old school now.
Yeah, I would have to think about the other two. You know what I mean? Yeah, I would have to think about it. I'm sorry, I'm boring you.
No, baby.
So wait, Quest. What would be yours?
I'm not that in tune or a fan of people that much to put them with big heads.
That's why I did not ask Quest because she always says I don't care.
I'm just a lover of music that I don't put people on pedestals. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think of everyone like that the way other people do. I just enjoy listening to their music.
One hit Larry Graham, one in a million. Yes, one hit, one in don't count.
When I think of one in a million, I think of Aaliyah.
See, there it is. That's damn sure a age thing.
What?
Because you put R&B, one in a million.
I'm not gonna
Old
say
school people gonna put Larry Graham.
One in a million. That one.
You ain't get your voice ain't deep enough. You can't do that.
Yeah.
I can do that just by talking. One in a million. I'm sorry.
It's interesting because like when they have the trivia questions in our R&B team and everything, people are always shocked by answers. I'm just like, look, me personally, I don't care if somebody was great 30, 40 years ago. Okay. That's cool for them in their prime.
Yeah.
Much respect to you.
I don't disrespect that take.
You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, I don't care how long you've been on the charts. Good for you.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Only thing I care about is what I want to hear on my personal time when I press play.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm with you. I know some DJs saying, some DJs tell people they need to learn the music from everybody.
Thank you.
I'm like, why? You know what I'm saying?
Man,
they maybe need to know. They maybe need to know the slaps. You know what I'm saying? They maybe need to know the slaps of people. From the 70s, 80s slaps. The certified songs that always work. Do they have to know a random MC? Never mind, because he was cool. He's cool as hell. Do they need to know a random MC rel? Do they? You know what I mean? Do they need to know one of them songs? No. They need to know the slaps. Slaps. They need to know if you consider yourself a DJ, like everybody and their mama say, open source. You need to know some of that old stuff. You need to know some of that new stuff. You need to, just because the music stopped at 2004, it does not mean that your music knowledge should stop at 2004. It's like, I like the 90s and some of the early 2000s, but after that, music is trash.
No,
you just got old.
And lazy.
You just got old. You know what I'm saying? You just got old.
It's true. Because of the day, the DJing is the profession, but you're still a human being once you clock out.
That part.
Everything you DJ for your client is not always what you play in your off time.
Facts.
And that's the part people don't understand. Like, they always have conversations about like Michael Jackson and then like how Chris Brown's on comparison. I don't care how many stats you give me, right? RIP. But at the end of the day, I grew up on Chris Brown. I am a fan of Chris Brown. If I'm in the club, I'm not going to request a Michael Jackson song. I may request a Chris Brown.
You're not going to play Beat It.
You know what I'm saying? It's not discrediting the artist. It's what you personally want to hear.
I guess, me growing up, by my dad being a DJ, I heard older music then with, growing up in the 90s and 2000s, I heard that music as well. So that's why I have an ear for a lot of music. But at the same time, I'm just like, I'm with you. I grew up in the 90s and 2000s, So, like, okay, that's perfect example of what we were talking about earlier, Nino, how, I'm a DJ, but you ain't going to hear me play an Eminem song at a party, right? Or a Tech 9 song at a party. I hope not.
I mean, we can keep it a bug. You can even keep it, switch it up a little bit. People don't really say in the conversation. Sierra is an incredible artist, but you don't request her in the club.
No.
She make more like pop music or sexy music. It's not the music people request in the club. You like playing a lot of boy band groups. No one's requesting that for the club. But it's not it's bad.
You got a random after the day 26 song. Like, oh, fuck, did he really just play this? What is he doing?
Right, y'all remember day 26? Here you go.
But it's true, but no one wants to have those conversations. I feel like even in conversations, people are lazy. I always talk about today's music is trash. No, it's not.
No,
There's
it's really
great
not.
music that come out every day. I think more people are just sheep and they're just saying it because other people are saying it instead of just doing the research and realize there's so much great music out there.
Well, you know what else is a thing, and this is for most people because there are outliers. Carrie Lewis for one, um,
Oh wow.
because he is. He know stuff from the 1906 era before they was even making recorded music. Um, most music that people like, most people when they say their best era was when they was in their 20s. Period. Most is when they was in their 20s. That is their best era of music. That's all you got to do. Go back and just do the mental adding up. You know, back when you got your first car. You know what I mean. Back when you was out there running the streets,
Being
heavy.
reckless.
Yes, running the streets heavy. Add 20 years to yourself, and see what music you like. Say 20 years the Quest. Boom, there it is. Where she's at. She's in the 2000s. You know what I mean? Like you, Cyclops, you should be in the 2000s too, right?
Mm-hmm.
There it is. That's basically what it is. 20 years, give or take 5. You know what I mean? That's basically the era of music you like. That's the best era of music. Best era of music you like is normally music you listen to in your 20s. Period.
Well, I like that. I'm gonna steal that.
Because it's just think about it.
It's true.
Think about that. You know what I mean? When some of them
That's your prime.
when some of them older DJs be talking about they like music's in the early 70s and 80s. I'm like, well, that means you old as hell. You know what I'm saying? That's what that means. That's what that means. Yeah, I like that era of music. And then when they got older, they was like, no, because music changes. You know, music don't necessarily change every decade, but maybe about every decade and a half, it switches up a little bit. You know what I mean? The 80s music
What up,
sounds
Des?
different than, you know, the 90s music, which sounds different to the
2000s.
the 2000s and then, you know, the 2010s. You know, what is 2000? What was that? The ringtone music was that 2000s?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
That was when,
know
like,
what I mean?
all that crank that. It was a whole lot of crank that dances out there during that time.
Yeah, that's 2000. You know what I mean?
Yes.
When basically like in your 20s, give or take 5 years. That is your favorite era of music.
That's the best way to put it down because when I think about it, that's the happy place.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You know, when you're learning things, and because like you said, when people always talking when they're younger. Yeah, when you're younger, you're listening to what your parents are playing.
When you got a chance to go out there and listen to what you want, because basically in your 20s, you know what I mean, you are here stuck and be like, this is it. This is what I like.
Yes.
The people around you are gonna like that. Your circle's gonna like that. So you're gonna be everything is repeating.
Well, my circle was small. I was homeschooled, so I had to, do what I do.
But still at the end of the day, in your 20s, happens to coincidentally be your favorite era of music.
But yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? Coincidence. Even though you say you was a sheltered youth,
he make it seem like he was a bubble boy.
Yeah, even though you consider that, but in your 20s is your favorite era of music when you was in your 20s. Give or take 5 years sometimes.
Yes.
Some people listen to a little young, and some people listen to a little older. They're like, nah, you know what I mean? But that's basically it.
Good job.
For most people.
Because let's see, 2009, that was when, August 26th, when day 26 formed.
See what I'm saying? Look at it. That's basically what it is.
He's such a fan.
Yeah. And like I said, there will be outliers. There will be people like Carrie. The people like him. He is definitely an outlier. Because he'll say, I don't know when he was born, but I know he was born 80s, 90s maybe.
Let's see. He's 37. 37, 38.
Oh, okay. All right. He's older than I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically his era should be 2000s. but
It
it's not.
should be.
His era is the 70s. His
It
era
should.
is the 70s.
And I
Before
think
he
like,
was born.
and I think that's because like my uncle, his dad, and then my dad and their other brother, like
They
that's
just
all.
played it heavy.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
played it heavy. Yeah.
yeah. So even working at a radio station where he's working at, he's playing that music.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah, he's an outlier. People normally don't necessarily, their favorite era is not the music that came out before they was born. But if that's all you were played, and that was your norm, I can understand that. But that's basically what it is. So next time you talk to somebody, ask him when they was born at 20. At 20 years, and then ask them what their favorite era music is.
I don't feel like it. You guys are my two friends. I think I already had the conversation. I'm good.
You're my only
not?
two friends.
You're my friends. I'm good.
You good? You good?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't need to have the conversation with nobody else.
All right, there it is. There it is.
Man, and now I'm sitting here like, well, yeah.
Psycho, send me some more 2000 mixes.
Facts, yeah, the what you call it.
Bring me back to me happy place.
Hey, yeah, because I be like, the 2000s, like, ooh, that was a good time. That was a good time.
Because you got out the bubble boy.
I started high school in 2005. Boy, say yeah, I was,
Yeah, you like a lot of music from that era.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's what it is. It's not as hard as to it's easy when you think about it. Because I was sitting back and thinking about it, analyzing that stuff. Listening to people talk about what their best era was, and not liking the new stuff. You know what I mean? And I would think, I'm guessing, I said, all right, I think you are probably this age. And then they would say, yeah, I like stuff in the 80s. I'm like, yeah, there you go. And then some would say they like the 90s, and I'm doing the math in my head. I'm like, yeah, it's basically when you was in your 20s.
So when I'm trying to figure out somebody's age, just ask them what era of music they like.
Nope, because you're going to, the one time you ask, it's going to be someone like Carrie.
It's going to be Carrie. It's gonna be one of them Carrie people. It's going to be one of them Carrie people. You're going to ask them, and they say, yo, they going to say 2010s, and you're like, wait a minute. How old are you? You know what I mean? Or they say the 2020s. They're like, yeah, 2020. I like music out now. Future, they're gonna be like, yeah, I like Future, Lil Wayne, and all that kind of stuff.
I love when old school DJs, when you ask them if they like new stuff, they be like, yeah. They mention like one person and stutter the rest of the answer. And then they'll say the name again. Like people, like I said, and yeah, the people. I'll be like,
yeah, what's some of the females? What's some of the new females you're out there playing? That Nicki Minaj? No, not Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying?
They say Cardi.
Yeah, not Nicki Minaj, not Cardi B. Let's name some other folks out there.
I can't. I don't even think you can say Megan no more. You can't even say Megan no more.
I would let people. I would give people a pass on Megan. Megan is about 5-6 years in the game.
Yeah, I just read something on her the other day. How they're saying that she might need to take a break because of the low sales from her recent work.
From all of her work?
No, recently her project she just dropped. Nobody bought it.
Oh.
But they was like she may need to take a book out of like Beyonce and them catalog where you're already a big name, so don't just drop videos every 3 days, because once you drop the video, they see the video, they got the music, they download it. By the time the project come out, like they already have the song. Why am I not gonna go buy it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they said she need to regroup, and then they tired of her with her same cadence all the time. Take a step back and regroup and come back refreshed and figure out something new. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. That's what the article. That's what it said. Never mind. What? Say it. Because I'm already about to feel like I'm about to get jumped by some fans, and I ain't even do nothing. But say it.
I was gonna say, like, if that's the only cadence that she knows, like, let her be her. Like, don't force her to do anything. Just like how you just told me earlier. don't force nothing that you don't feel comfortable doing. I feel like that's the same with her.
That's the same with her.
Yeah.
But then you throw back. Then you take it the other side of that argument. If all you're doing is the same cadence, and you're starting to get, and you are seeing the same results or less, nigga. The show's about to end. And you're doing the same cadence, and your cells are have plateaued and now are lessening. Don't do the same thing, expect different results. If you're doing the same thing, you're seeing bad results, it's time for you to switch things up. You know what I mean? Period. There's some people that rap the same way, and after a while, their career is done because people are like, oh, no, I don't want to hear that anymore. You know what I'm saying? That like when some of the older school artists come out, I know some people say, yo, they were so authentic back to that, that self from 1989. When they had that single out, they still sound the exact same as 1989. I don't necessarily want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
Depending on who you are, depending on if it's a flex or not.
Well, yeah.
Some of them have that rap that really just sound old.
Well, yeah. Well, and then there are people like Rakim, where you can listen to his rhyme pattern and rhyme style 20, 30 years later and it still work. You know what I mean? Then there are other people that's like, rah, ha, 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 ha. Then there are those people.
My name is.
Yeah.
Like
everybody say, "Ho!"
Like it was an album that came out last year. I ain't gonna say the artist's name.
Who is it?
But he's been out for years.
Decades?
But
decades or just years?
Decades.
Where you from?
Right. And this was like his first album in years, right?
Okay, that narrows it down. Keep going.
So I listened to it. I was like, dude, like you got the same rap from when you
1940.
Yeah. No.
Will switch up. Will.
Yeah, Will switched it up. And I was very surprised. I was just like, oh, okay. But it's not him. And he has a song on his album. This might give it away. He has a song on there with Eminem, right? He tried to match Eminem's flow. It didn't work for me. I was just like, nah, you can't do this. Eminem can rap fast. You've never rapped fast, so don't try it.
Who is this person?
I have no idea who this is.
He's not watching shows, Cyclops. Who is it?
Not.
LL Cool J. LL Cool J.
LL did. Well, I say this. Ty did switch his flow up on a few of them songs. He did switch his flow up on some of the songs. Some of them songs is because I had this conversation with Quest earlier. I listened to one of them LL Cool J songs. I'm like, he literally sounds like from the 70s. Mm-hmm. And he was in the 80s and 90s. Just listening to I forgot what song it was, but he was like ba 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 ba. It was one of them flows. I'm like, yo, you literally rap like this. And now I can't unhear it because I thought he was actually a little more fluent with his flow. But yeah, he switched it up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't hate James Todd. I know there are a lot of people that have him on that era's Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, back then, yes, yeah. Right. Like I think after what was it, 10? I was like, nah, you're good.
It's a rap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, he just wanted to make 10 so he could say he got his 10.
But now he's on what?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
I think it's like 15.
Yeah, because I know. Yeah, I know he did 1.5 million interviews for that. So I wonder what the sales were for that. Let me. You know what? Guess what? I can look it up right now. I can look it up right now.
Yeah, I was just like, and like MC, like her album came out last year. I love that album.
Why? There's no shade. I'm literally asking because I didn't hear it. You know what I mean?
So I guess me, I never listened to MC like that. Blah, blah. MC like that back in the day, right? So to hear her on like different features throughout my years, I was like, okay, she got something. And then actually listening to her now, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
she still got it. Like,
Facts.
I think I only listen to Roughneck.
Yeah. Does she do drops?
I can get one made.
I've been trying the. She was like, send an email. I never got one.
You never got one.
Mm-mm.
Did you ever send a second email?
You be like, yeah.
People say that, but I didn't want to feel like I was bugging.
I don't see. This is the thing about being proactive, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a job. Well, I filled the application. Okay. Did you ask for the status? Did you ever ask for a follow? Well, I was waiting for them to call me. Like, no, be proactive. Just like with emails. Like me personally, I got 10 active emails with so much mail in it. Yes, I try my best to keep up with it, but 1 or 2 may get lost in the shuffle. But if someone send me another email, I may catch the second one.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So it's not just like, well, I sent it in and I got a reply. It's all about if you really wanted it, you have to be proactive.
Facts. Yeah,
and
you
go
gotta be
see what's
proactive.
up.
Because some people are hard to get drops from, you know.
DJ El Nino.
Where's the other one?
Yo, check it out. This is MC Light of Almost September, and you're listening to DJ El Nino, a certified beast on the wheels. If you don't know, act like you know what's going down. P 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 know what's
Hey, you know what's going down.
Well, I'm starting to get my drops now, so I'm good.
Oh, my time.
It's like SpongeBob. 20 years later.
20 years.
Person retired, but I finally got my drops.
Yeah, they don't even make music anymore. But when I play that song, that slap that they had, I'll make sure I do that. You know what I mean?
Oh man, well yeah.
All right, but that's all good. This has been fun. You know what I'm saying? This has been fun. I look forward to Wine Out Wednesday. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
It's so fun. We need like a signature drink or something.
Milk. You need some milk.
You need some milk. And then a person in the back, can I get almond?
No.
Oh, it's time to go.
On that note, y'all, hey, I'll close the show out. Y'all have a good night. And on behalf of TQuest and DJ El Nino, see y'all later.
All right, so here we go. Cyclops need another GLM consultant meeting. First of all, you always end the show with everyone's social media.
Yes.
Come on, Cyclops. You didn't even say your name. You said ours.
Facts.
How do you forget yourself? You know why? Because your shirt's not branded.
There it is, because you got that plain, white shirt on. And
hey,
you need a brand new one on each shirt.
Yeah, I know.
It's supposed to be a brand new one.
Yeah. Back in, what was it? Oh, back in the 2000s, the white T boys.
Yes.
Yep, my white tee.
Yes, that's facts. That's facts.
Come on, franchise boys, close us out.
All right. So yes, hey, this has been another great Why Not podcast with your girl TQuest. Y'all can follow her at TQuestGLM on all media platforms, and y'all make sure y'all download the TQuest app on all your app stores. Then you got DJ El Nino, the award-winning DJ El Nino. You can follow him at DJ El Nino on everything that matters to him.
There it is.
Wait, before you do the Twitch voice.
Do the Twitch voice. Let's do the Twitch voice. Come on, man. Let's get that.
Come on.
I got it. All right. All right, it's your boy DJ Cyclops right here. And y'all can follow me at DJ Cyclops. Yeah, see, y'all got me on this. Y'all can follow me.
Yeah, it's your boy DJ Cyclops here on the Twitch Live. We in the building. Follow me on all social media platforms at DJ Cyclops 210.
There you go.
Come on, Cyclops, do the fingers.
I don't know if I can keep up today. Let's see.
It's time for the why not.
He gets faster each time. I can't keep up.
Why not podcast? Podcast with DJ El Nino. Quest and DJ Cyclops.
Oh.
Why not?